Hello, I'm Tom Quaintance. I'm the producing artistic director of Virginia Stage Company. I'm joined today by
Anthony Stockard, producing artistic director of Norfolk State University Theater Company.
Chris Lindsay, NSU alum, and playing King Henry in the show.
King Henry V. So this is part of a long history of a partnership. It started with The Wiz. Anthony, talk about what the partnership between Virginia Stage Company and Norfolk State University Theater Company has meant for you and the students as we've gone over the years.
It's been tremendous. Like, the students get to be exposed to professional directors, whether in the community here in Hampton Roads, in New York City, amongst professional actors, and those relationships have been built and solidified with students showing up in the room and having to hold their weight and pull their own with professionals. And many of them have come back, as you know, because of good rapport and relationships.
Yep.
It's amazing supplemental education. It's one thing to learn it in the classroom. It's another thing to be dropped into a professional equity house and have to stand on your own 2 feet and rise to the occasion. And we've covered so much ground with musicals, historical plays, premieres. We've run the gamut, and it's exciting that we were formally, as a main stage production, tackling Shakespeare now.
Yeah, this is new for us, but also it's the first Shakespeare we've done at Virginia Stage Company since I got here 6 years ago. And I love Shakespeare. I've directed Shakespeare more than anything else. And in fact, this play, Henry V, this is my 5th time into Henry V. And so when I asked you, hey, as we're talking about what the next partnership is, something we've been talking about as we are celebrating what theater means coming out of this pandemic, how about Henry V? To which you said,
absolutely. Shakespeare, love it. It's the bulk of my training and my performance as an actor.
Right.
And it's something that for our students to tear their teeth on, it's the pinnacle. It is the device to test your ability as an actor against, and I was all for it.
Yeah, and so we started talking about Henry V, and which then of course led to, so let's talk about Henry. Here's this young king who is going to get tested here coming up, and Chris came up almost immediately.
Yes, he did.
So Chris, talk a little bit about your experience here at the Wells, right? So like what shows you might have done here and how you felt, both having been out of the program for a little while out in the world and coming back here to the Wells.
It was an honor. I think for me, the big part of my training was Shakespeare as well, especially in grad school, and I got to touch it once in undergrad. But my first play here was The Tempest.
Mm-hmm.
And I was put right into the fold, as you said, taking what we do in the classroom and applying it to the stage, and meeting so many people, learning techniques, learning different ways to expand my voice and expand, my skill in that way. That's the one thing that I believe VSC has done for me, is giving me that playground to use or take everything that I've learned in school and now grad school, and then apply it to my skill. And on top of that, NSU as well. And this man in particular has always given me the opportunity to just expand my palette.
Well, tell me about what it's like to come back, and so you're coming back in, and you have current students who are in the show. There are other graduates of the program in it, and we have professional actors, some local actors. So what's it like to be the leader? Because Henry V, it's all about his leadership.
Roller coaster.
What's it like to be the leader in that room that's got this range of folks who are looking up to you not only as the character but as the actor?
Me personally, I'm the type of person who loves to give back anyway, and so if I can give back through the art, through the methods in which that I've honed my skill and craft, I think I take it as paying it forward, because that was, you've done that for me, he's done that for me. A lot of people have allowed me to grow by giving me the opportunity and leading by example. And that's the only thing I try to do is come into a space and, bring great vibes and great energy, and then whatever the task is at hand, we just go full force.
It's been a great room.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
people we're having a good time putting this thing
think
together.
so. I think so.
And the play is something that it's having done it over the course of now decades of different that it play some of the way in which politics plays a place in it depends a lot on when you are doing the play. But at the end of the day, this is a play about making theater, right? You've got a chorus who's coming out here who is saying we can't possibly do this gigantic story justice. So you, the audience, and we are right now sitting on stage, pushed out further into the audience than any other show I've done here. We're on top of the audience.
Yeah.
And in the audience, you will have the French up in the boxes and people going up and down the aisles. So that this is a play about what the power of theater is, what the power of theatricality is, what the power of storytelling is. And I can think of no better way to celebrate this long partnership than a celebration of theater.
Absolutely. It does it. It demands of the audience that they unlock their imagination and become scene partners as opposed to viewers, and to let the words paint pictures in their minds, and you get to enjoy hundreds of different realities happening at the same time, bouncing against each other in the room. Like it's amazing, and it's gonna be a wonderful experience. And I've been in the room a couple of times. You all have been rocking and rolling. I can't wait to see how far we've advanced and where we land. But everybody is just super excited. And I'm excited to see this because I've seen all. I mean, I can't count how many shows I've seen in this place at this point. But this setup is just super cool.
It's exciting, and the response to the actors coming in today. Today is our first day in the space. It's kind of smaller than I thought because we are taking this set so much into the wells that we are right in with the audience here in a way that I think is really exciting.
It's very intimate.
This huge space feels like a New York studio.
Yeah.
You're right there, right there. Bring your napkins. Shakespeare, people be spitting.
Yeah. So don't miss Henry V, co-production between Virginia Stage Company, Norfolk State University Theater Company. We're really excited for you to all join us. Get tickets at vastage.org.